Aloha nui kako, Lily Makaila, planner with the planning office. This next set of slides covers DHHL's land holdings in the Puna Moku. This is all of DHHL's land holdings on the island. You can see the different Moku divisions and the land holdings within it. For Puna Moku, there's lands in Maku'u, Keonepoko, and then Ola'a and Curtistown. Okay, so we're going to be covering two maps. One is what the previous designation is, so that's the first map that you're going to see. The second one identifies the proposed land use designations that we're contemplating. So the first one is the existing, from the previous island plan, the existing land use designations. The second are the proposed updates. First, for Maku'u, you can see there's about 500 acres in the Makai area down by Beach Road. That was previously general agriculture, which will need to be redesignated. And then you can see the Mauka areas is mostly a mix of yellow for residential, the bright green for subsistence agriculture, that's the smaller ag lots, 1 to 3 acres. The orange area is supplemental agriculture, that's larger lot, over 3 acres up to 40 acres. Light blue is community spaces, red is commercial spaces. This is the proposed change for the Makai lands. The area that's on the Makai side of Beach Road is suggesting that it be in conservation. Most of that other area is it's in a tsunami evac zone. It's a shoreline area, so a little bit more sensitive. So that leaves about 483 acres. That's Mauka of Beach Road. It's really, really overgrown. Access to it might be a challenge. There's, folks who are, it's a budding Paradise Park. So it is possible to kind of put in homesteads over there, but it might, it's because it's so densely covered. It might be most suitable for DHHL Kuleana, which is the more rugged, more off-grid type of lifestyle. So it's, valuable land for homesteading, but there's a lot of challenges because of that kind of thick canopy and overgrowth, and it's not as accessible to be able to put in, turnkey residential or traditional homesteading uses there. Another thing to contemplate is in the more Mauka lands, you can see, so the green is representing that supplemental ag area. The big purple section, so that's where the towers are. There's like FAA towers over there. And so the purple area is all kind of marking off that that's for the tower and shouldn't have any other types of development in there. That's also where the market is located. So there's that corner piece shown in the inset map where there's the light blue for community use. There's also an 8-acre section there that might be suitable for residential homesteading, and about a 5-acre parcel that might be suitable for commercial. So that's kind of following the previous plans. Now, the hatch marking that you see, again, that's all areas that's captured in a land disposition, either a homestead lease, 99-year homestead lease award, or that purple section, there's obviously land, it's licensed for that FAA tower that's there. And so any area that has that hatch marking over it, we know that it's already kind of contracted out for a land use disposition, and we're not looking at changing what the use is. Now you can see that striped area, that's Mauka of the highway there. It's about 60 acres. That could be suitable for a lot of things. It's right next to a 202-acre area that's suitable for residential. So it could be, 60 more acres that's residential. Could also be expanded and be a community use area for the blue. It could also be a commercial use for red. So we really need mana'o on, what type of use do you want to see Mauka across the highway of the current Maku'u farmers market. Next to the 202 acres of proposed residential, again, that's just matching the previous plan. There's an area that's striped with green. And so that could be residential, that could be subsistence agriculture, the bright green. There is, about 114 acres that's already a subsistence agricultural planned homestead development over there. And so should that surrounding area, continue to be subsistence agriculture, should it be residential? Should it be supplemental, which is the larger lot, larger than 3 acres? So weighing in on that parcel would be helpful. And then the dark blue area is about 90 some odd acres, and we're suggesting that that be in special district. You can see the orange dashed lines. That is distance from the recent lava flow. So, because it's within a half a mile of the lava flow area, that most recent lava flow, maybe it's not suitable for homesteading use. This next one is Keonepoko. It's about 100 acres. You can see there's the Maku'u Hawaiian Homes land. You can see is really close to it. However, this is in the lava zone. So in the next map, so it's previously in general agriculture, so it needs to be redesignated. But you can see this kind of dotted hatch goes right through the middle of it. That is the zone. It's like zone 1 and 2, the kind of high hazard for lava flow. And you can see the lava flow in the dark shaded area, Mauka, of those lands. And so that's why we're not contemplating homesteading use in that area. And since it's not really, might not be safe for homesteading use, it does receive a lot of sun. It could possibly be utilized for renewable energy. We've suggested maybe that would be a good spot for a solar farm. But this is something that you folks can weigh in on, what you would like to see on that 100-acre parcel. Ola'a and Curtistown, so this is from the previous one. The dark brown areas, those parcels were not designated previously. You can see in the center, there's some land that was pastoral, about 700 acres or so of pastoral homesteading. That is still consistent, so we are keeping with the pastoral homesteading. Hasn't been awarded yet, but it looks like all of that surrounding area in kind of Curtistown Mountain View would be is currently utilized for pasture and the surrounding areas. So pastoral homesteading is there. You can see this little inset map C has residential, so that's already kind of captured in homestead award. And then in inset map A, that is the parcel that's kind of over here by the fire station, Mauka of the fire station. This area could be residential, could be subsistence agriculture. It's a small acreage area and something that you folks can weigh in on. Do you want that to be residential lots? Or do you want it to be subsistence agricultural lots? Okay, that's all of our Puna lands. Mahalo.